Looking back on the last year?
It was hard, really hard. I was like heartbroken.
Really?
Yeah, I'm glad we got right to that, so we could just get that out the way.
Okay.
Like I was really heartbroken by like everything that occurred, with all like, we in a space now where it's just like, almost like consequence is not thought about enough. So everything is so instant, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like that whole Busby,
His civil lawsuit that was dropped, dismissed.
that shit took a lot out of me. I was angry. I haven't been that angry in a long time. Uncontrollable anger. Like you don't put that on someone. Like that's the thing that you better be super sure. It used to be like that. Like you have to be super sure before you put those kind of things on a person, especially a person like me. Like even when we were doing the worst things, we were doing bad, we had those kind of rules. There was a line, no women, no kids. You hear those sayings, but those are things that I took from the street. Morals, integrity.
Code.
Those things I took because we lived and died by that. So it's strict for me, like it meant a lot to me. I took that really hard. And I knew that we was gonna walk through that. We was gonna walk through that. Because, first of all, it's not true. And the truth is, at the end of the day, it still reigns supreme.
When you're feeling these feelings, how do you then bounce back and get back to being Jay-Z?
I don't know. This is the first thing I'm doing.
Yeah.
Actually, it was just like, all right, man, we played enough defense. 2026 is all offense. When we first dropped Reasonable Doubt, we sold 34,000 records. We were in like at MTV, like, give us a performance in the last slot.
Yeah.
And they were like, what? You don't even have a video that we played. They ain't say these words, but you know what I'm saying. The energy was like, you're new.
Yeah.
Like you haven't proven yourself. But in our mind, the fact that we released an album was proof enough of concept. We did it. That was hard then. We're not in control of distribution, marketing, anything. We're going like a street level, street team approach to this. And so when we put the album out, that was the win.
Yeah.
And we had some success. And remember, on the streets, we were platinum. Anywhere you was gonna go, you was gonna hear Reasonable Doubt.
Did you feel that way at the time though?
No, at the time I wanted a deal.
Were you
That's why I went to
dejected
every single
almost?
label, huh?
Did you feel like dejected or?
I wasn't, yes, I was rejected, not dejected.
Okay.
And you know what I mean? Like every door was, but I always believed in myself.
Yeah.
It wasn't a moment that I thought, I'm not good enough for this industry. At every rejection, I thought, why do they have this guy in place? He doesn't know what's going on.
Like they're slacking.
They're
not seeing the vision. When you look back at that time, are there things that you're glad that you didn't know?
Yeah, of course. It's almost like if you're in the room and you go through this room and you get to the end and you open the door and you're like, wow. And then you turn back and you turn the lights off and it was like pits and snakes. Your naive nature just naturally navigated you through the dark. And that's made up for the things that we didn't know. And it helps because you can learn something so much that you just tap out. I think that happens a lot in the music business. Like people get in the music business for the right reasons and they're very passionate about it, but then it becomes Monday.
It reminds me of an old Kanye quote of something he said about you when he said, with Jay, you always see the win. What do you think he meant by that?
I think that I've showed the entire picture. From You Must Love Me to Regrets to, Soon You Understand. But the wins are so big that I can see where that can dominate a person's memory. You forget the losses.
Yeah. Or the perception.
Yeah, or that becomes the perception that it's only wins. And then I do say, I will not lose. So
Well,
I could add to the perception as well.
I was going to say you also are really good at kind of like, you have a discipline of almost like shrugging off any kind of perception of a loss. Like,
Yeah.
what's the next go 0 for 82? I'll look at you like it's gravy, like,
Yeah, because it's all wins. If I had 0.1 of the nets, I won.
Or
It's like I had ownership in a basketball team in Brooklyn.
is that something you continue to apply? Like,
Yeah.
when, God forbid, something goes wrong,
Yeah.
don't freak out. We can
It's not
fix
even
this.
God forbid when something goes wrong. Something goes wrong. Everything in life happens for your greatest good.
Mm-hmm.
Everything. I had to not get a deal in order to become who I am today.
Mhm.
It didn't feel like the greatest blessing of all. It was the greatest blessing that I didn't get a deal, right? So again, everything in your life, it's not
Just
happening
listen.
to you, it's happening for you.
When you
Don't
push,
skip over that.
yeah,
It's not happening to you, it's happening for you.
so
You just got to know the distinction. Everything is just how you relate to it. There's no good or bad. Shit happens. It's life.
when did you reach that acceptance of that concept, though?
I read a lot of books earlier, Seed of the Soul, Celestine Prophecies, and
Again, as someone I'm on the fence about this gentleman here, it is at least good that he's bringing up a lot of not advice. This is a lot of wisdom. You can take this out of industry too. So it goes that far. But yeah, we're still on to you, buddy.
you know, all these different books, and I was
Just
picking up
saying.
all these gems and jewels on the way. But I was also 26 when I came in, and I lived a lot of life
Yeah.
in those 26 years. Marcy to Trenton, New Jersey, to Cambridge, Maryland, to Newport News, Virginia. I met all sorts of people, been in all sorts of situations,
Mm-hmm.
and I came out without a scratch. Never been to jail.
3 shots never touched me.
3 shots never touched me. I came out unscathed. It's very rare. And I was always curious after that. Once you reach that part, like I've had the living, and now I'm like, man, why did that happen? I'm always questioning, like, why did that happen? Why did it happen that way?
I want to ask you just a little bit about a written testimony specifically, just because that was the most recent release. I think it came out like right before the pandemic started, so
Yeah,
you guys
like
didn't
the
talk
day.
about that much. The day.
Yeah. My favorite verses off that just jumbled track. Yo, I love
even
that track.
know he
It's
still
so noisy
made
and just so
music.
unorthodox. Flux capacitor. Flux capacitor.
You know what's funny about that? So I don't know if you remember this. You and I were emailing about that because I wrote about that album, and I said this verse is crazy even if it's offbeat.
Yeah.
And you said that being offbeat was the point, champ. And I was like, well, what can I say to that?
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes you need to sit in the pocket. 'Cause my pocket is always, it's like with a foot over the thing anyway. It's always hanging to the last moment, and it's like, because sometimes I try to fit a lot of words into like a small space. Then that last word just like get in the door.
Sticking with a written testimony, you have a couple of verses on there that I really like because they kind of speak to what's going on with you in a broader sense in the culture, like on Universal Soldier, I think it is, when you said that you don't keep the same energy for the DuPonts and the Carnegies.
Yeah.
So I wanted you to talk a little bit about this idea of like you said earlier, like the things that you do for the culture, the ways that you put on, the ways that you try to protect
Let's hear it.
and move forward, but kind of the pushback that you get sometimes about like people throw capitalists at you in a derogatory sense.
Yeah, I think in that verse specifically, the only thing I heard coming up was the American dream until we started being successful. And it was like, wait a minute, you're selling out because you're making money. That was the first thing that was put on musicians. People had this law for the struggling artists. That's a mind game, what we would call back in the day for tricknology. It was like, no, I'm not going for that. Like, no, I make art first. And then I make sure that I'm compensated for my art. I didn't take advantage. I didn't get here by taking advantage of people. I didn't take it. No one.
You
No
sure?
one. That's not my reputation. That's not what I do. I didn't get here by taking advantage of people or taking advantage of, the loopholes in the system or some wrinkle in like a capitalist structure. That structure exists, and I just see the world for what it is, not for what I want it to be. I'm a realist, not an ideal. It's not idealistic. People speak about the world how they want to see it. You're never gonna win like that.
I mean, okay.
You said something just now though about you pushing independence, right? Kind of like in the spirit of Prince. When you embody that, do you feel like you are kind of setting a mold or leading a charge for like what the successful black man is allowed to do? and like
Yeah.
breaking these spaces, breaking these confines.
Yeah. I even want you to take that out of your vocabulary.
Take what?
Allowed. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not allowed to do anything. You know, in order for someone to allow you, they have to have authority over you.
Mm-hmm.
No one has authority over us. We exist like everyone else here. No
Yeah.
one can allow us to do anything. But that word comes from a real space. And I want to
Okay.
eliminate all those type of words for us.
Yeah.
Yes. So the answer to that is yes.
When you're on a mission to eliminate words like allow, like you said, do you feel like that makes you a target sometimes from
Oh yeah, for sure, 100%. What's the Nipsey thing? Pray for me, y'all. One day I'm gonna have to pay for these thoughts. Real niggas is extinct. It ain't safe for me, my dog. These are real fucking lyrics.
You've come back to that a lot in the last few years. Like
Yeah.
the more I reveal me, the more they will kill me. Stuff
Yeah.
like that. When you say they, like who is that?
Whatever the threat to, however the system is set up to keep things at status quo
Mm-hmm.
and keep us in a position of using words like allow.
Mm-hmm.
So anyone that's culpable in creating the system that we operate under, that's they.
Yeah.
That's they. And it actually goes beyond color.
Yeah.
Because I've encountered that a lot. I've encountered that a lot where it was just like, okay, this successful black man make it. Let me go to him
Yeah.
and for help. And they're like, you don't fuck with no rap shit.
Oh wow.
Not like out like that, but
Yeah,
you know what I'm
that's the
saying?
energy.
Like the
Yeah.
energy. It's like you see the energy,
Yeah.
you know?
I was thinking about how you described last year as being angry and for the first time in a while.
Yeah.
I wondered what it felt like to be pulled back into that feeling and how you pulled yourself out or how you leaned on the people around you.
Yeah.
I've been saying to pull you
Yeah, I
out.
needed the people around me more than ever.
Mhm.
Because usually when I have that feeling, I would just make music and just be therapeutic. I'll be able to, I'll blow it out.
Yeah.
And I would be like, you know, I'll move on. I had to sit in that
Yeah.
for a long time. And luckily I had that. And right, again, I built this this circle
Mm-hmm.
that's really safe for me of people that really love me,
Okay.
not using me, and like, you know, really care for my best interests. So I was able to have that in the time, you know, the most crucial time for me,
Yeah.
especially people that were close to me, and I'll explain. So like, you know, when those type of things happen, people run. They don't care what happened. They don't care. It's like, save yourself.
Yeah.
You know, so I have partners. You know, I've had big deals with, I called my guy from LVMH, hey man, this is coming, and I can't get rid of it. I can't take a settlement.
Yeah.
It ain't in my DNA. First of all, first I had to tell my wife, let's just back up.
Yeah.
Like, it ain't even in me. I know what this is the weight that this is gonna bring on our family.
Mm-hmm.
I can't do it. The makeup, I would die. It would have been cheaper, yes. Cheaper, quicker,
Yeah.
move on with your life. It was like a testament because people know me. Like, I know who you are, and that's impossible. And not only we standing by you, but what do you need?
Yeah. What did you kind of do to come back from that personally or emotionally, I guess?
I'm still working with that. That's a great question. I'm still dealing with that.
What was it like watching Blue come into her own even more on this most recent tour?
That was amazing.
Like,
You know, because on the first tour, you know, there was a lot of conversation around her first performance.
Mhm.
And she worked really hard to get to that point, but she still wasn't going for it. She still was like going through the motions. And then after that, she just started going for it. Like, she started fighting back. I saw her fight, maybe for the first time in her life, like fighting back.
Mhm.
You know, like not everything is just given to her and everything is easy. She had to fight for that, and she fought for it. Then to see her do the amount of work, she's almost on every number.
Yeah.
I had to take her off physically or some number. Like, man, you can't be on that stage where she's singing, you know, 6-inch heels. You crazy? That's never gonna happen. You know, like it was like that. It was like a fight.
Sure.
She wanted to dance every single number. And that's a lot of, you know, choreography to remember.
Mm-hmm.
She was 13 at the time. That's a lot. And she was nailing it. She was going crazy.
That's what's up.
Yeah, yeah. Like Blue is a crazy pianist,
Oh, word.
but she won't let us get her like a teacher. She don't want to be mentored in that way because she wants it to feel just like fun. She don't want it to be a job.
Mm-hmm.
But when she has a perfect pitch,
Mm-hmm.
anything. If she hears a song, she'll be like, play it again, and then she'll play it.
Oh, wow.
Like she'll teach herself. She'll find the notes and then she's off playing it. That's just talent. Because we tell her like, you know, that's not normal, right? And she's just like, no, I just want to play. I enjoy playing. Let me just play. So she doesn't work at that. She worked at this, you know, and you know, it makes me proud that she fought for something that she really wanted to do.
Yeah.
I don't think we're gonna be able to get her off that stage now. I don't know.
You pop out like when you want to, you record when you want to, like you're not in that that stricture.
Yeah, I think 444 released a lot. Although it's the hardest album for me to make,
Mm-hmm.
it's still hard to. I can
Where's
listen
the?
to 444.
I ain't gonna lie. Where's the real talk? Like, where's the? Like, I know the album talk and stuff, but like, where's the? I'm just expecting more. It's like this seems to be a bit. I'm not gonna say damage control or just like venting, but what about what's the update on other projects? Anything else? He touched on briefly about like basically not inspiring youth, but just challenging youth to be a little better. And so like he nothing on that. Any investment into his communities. Like where's this at? I'm listening, but I'm like I'm hearing music and I'm also trying to see something else. I'm hearing music and I'm hearing obviously he's proud of his children, not proud of his children, proud of his partners, children, family, friends. But like get to it.
Because it's the album that I was always afraid that I've done and put in, and to be able to do that in front of the whole world.
Yeah.
Like most people, you know, they get to, you know, go through their things, you know, very privately, right?
You took it on tour.
Live every night. It was so healing. 444 to like everything is love. That's a real chapter in life
Yeah.
that you know, it got recorded.
Everything is love. You're rapping like really like there's some crazy verses on there where you're just like flowing nuts. Like
Yeah.
friends and nice, you know, like
Yeah, thank you. And I'm a fan of my wife's creativity. She's a monster in the studio. She can hear like a sound off of like a drum 8 months prior and be like, what happened to that drum that was, remember that song that I'm like, no. And she'll pull out a drum sound that's like needed for that moment. You know what I mean? Like she's a great producer. So when you're around that type of talent, it's just like, again, you know, you're in that type of energy, you know, people bringing music and, you know, it's just a vibe. So those verses were just
still
crafted because we
seems-
were just having a good time.
it feels like you and her are in a real creative zone too right now. Like correct me if I'm wrong, but I think like the last couple albums she's put out, I've noticed your name in
Creative
the liner
zone.
notes
You
a
know
lot
what's
too.
weird?
Like I can
Brother
kind of
is
picture you
50,
like in the studio flowing like unicorn is the uniform you put on, you know?
Yeah, yeah, but you know, again,
Can
it's
we know
that
about Rock Nation?
it's
Like,
that energy.
what's the
Like I know what
update?
she's trying to accomplish, and anything that I can contribute. I mean,
That's the only thing. It's like,
my family, first of all. You know,
yeah,
I
there we
thought it
go.
was super important and a challenge.
jumps in and out
and
of
fun to
trying
be
to-
in the room.
Does that give you some of your own creative spark?
I could see him jumping like in and out. He'll jump in like on a sensitive topic, then he'll jump out, then he'll go in, go out. I'm like, oh my god, can we stay in this like space in this zone for like a minute or two, just like a minute? I want to get to like the real stuff because I'm gonna be honest. If this interview was this, I'm gonna be honest. This is edited too, so I'm like, you know, like okay, can we get to? I'm saying you gotta talk on like speak on important issues, but my god, like something.
Get back to your own zone and get the pen out?
It actually does the opposite.
Really?
I'm actually fulfilled in that space. You know what I mean? Just to be like, you know, a small cog in that wheel. I'm getting out that creativity. But again, I was just so like heavy. And I don't know how to make music that's not reflective of how I'm feeling at the moment. It would have been fiery,
That would have been
but I don't know. I don't know if it's done more harm than good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Because, you know, I have a lot of like scratch ideas and they like all bad. I gotta be honest, they're bad. It's just like all bad.
The streets really wanted you on that Clips album.
Yeah, I was close. I was close. I think I think the first thing that I say, it has to be said from me.
You can't be like a
I don't want to be so rigid with it though. I'm gonna keep that open. You know, I'm gonna take that back. But at that moment, I was like, yeah, I want to do something, but in order for me to move forward, I got to get this shit out. I got to get it out.
When we're talking about putting on for the culture, what does it mean to you to be at the helm of a cultural event so important as the Super Bowl?
I think everyone should experience music in its totality. And for a lot of years, it was only one side of music that was being represented.
Yeah.
And we got the opportunity to create a more balanced idea of what popular music is today.
Yeah.
I'm not going out on a limb. It's the most famous people in the world.
Statistically supported.
It's like, I'm not like, I didn't pick like the indie artist that I really like from Portland. The #1 streamed artist in the world. Him.
It's crazy that I think last year was still like the first solo rap act, which is crazy to say that last year was that. Was that a hard one to get across the board?
Not without conversations that was like dated.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like you said, the stats show. Kendrick broke the audience record.
Yep.
It's not rocket science. It's like this is the music of our time, and it should be represented on the biggest stage because these are some of the. I'm not saying they're the only artists, right? Obviously, other artists would be offended.
Yeah.
But I think that was the right choice.
As a rapper, first and foremost, and being one of the pillars of contemporary rap, I would have to imagine that you got a special kick out of watching that show, though, in particular.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And I thought it was brave. I thought what he did was brave, and it speaks to who he is as a performer.
Mm-hmm.
He could have made it a little easy on himself.
Just aesthetically and like what the
No. Aesthetically, it was beautiful. It was flawless. The artistic choice to play
the new album
was a choice, and brave in front of that big of an audience. Because even if 10 million people know some of these songs, there's 120 million people that's like, what is he doing? And as an artist, to stand up there and do it and complete your vision was like, I had to tip my hat. Like, I have a high respect for him already.
Mm-hmm.
But like even more, my respect was like, he's really about what he say he's about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to ask you this only as a participant in.
You don't have to give a disclaimer first.
Well, I'm just saying, as someone who was part of probably the genre's biggest rap beef.
Well, until now.
As a spectator, what did you think of the 2024 back and forth between him and Drake?
I'm gonna have an answer you're not gonna like.
Okay.
Well, I don't know if you're gonna like. That's presumptuous. I think that look, there was 4 pillars of hip hop. There are 4 pillars of hip hop, right?
Yep.
There's breakdancing.
Yep.
And it's graffiti.
Yep.
There's DJing and battling.
Yep.
Breakdance is not at the forefront of rap anymore. It's actually an Olympics sport. So that's dead. Graffiti.
Yeah.
Beautiful, in certain places.
Yeah.
And even in like, major art and like Keith Haring.
Yeah.
And Basquiat, actually, a street artist.
Yep.
Took it to a next level. It's not part of hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
DJing. The DJ was in the forefront. It was Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince.
Right, yeah.
Eric B. and Rakim.
Yeah.
You don't even know the DJ for half of the artists anymore. Who's Drake DJ? I have no idea. Okay.
Couldn't tell you off top.
That no longer exists. And the last pillar is battling. We love the excitement. and I love the sparring and the music you get. But in this day and age, it's so much negative stuff that comes with it that you almost wish it didn't happen.
Really?
Yeah, because it's almost like it's a final thing. Now people that like Kendrick hate Drake,
Yeah.
no matter what he makes, no matter what he says, and it goes far too. It's like attack on his character and his thing and it's like, I don't know if
Oh,
I love that.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know if it's helpful to our growth where the fallout lands, especially on like, on social media,
I
which
mean,
takes place every day.
Yeah.
And now you have these pods of cult.
The Stan armies fighting.
Yeah, and it's like, it's too far.
Yeah.
It's like bringing people kids in it.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't like that. Maybe I've grown in a space that is probably, I sound like the old guy wagging the finger. But I think we can achieve the same thing as far as like sparring with music, with collaborations more so than breaking the whole thing apart.
Yeah.
It could stand it before because there was no social media and there was no.
see, he's missing like a world of context, like who he's talking about, the type of people he's talking about, his affiliations, like the actual accusations. You know what I'm saying? Combined with this was a beef, and if you listen to that both of their tracks, they did offer that. Just providing good music, and then at times when beef needed to be personal, it also got personal too. He should know all about that, actually. Like that again, I don't know. It's been like about a few decades since he's had to showcase those skills, and the last time he was in a major battle, he kind of got ethered. So but I think he is missing a bit of context on this front, if I may say so.
Thing, and you had the battle and it was fun, and then you moved on.
Right.
Right now, I don't know if it.
And also social media, it's like, no, the stands have got nothing to do with it. It's again the message. Who are they actually attacking? Who is the real culprit and behind the scenes of what like they're trying to target? Which again, I don't know how to feel about this interview. It's like, I don't know. He's not giving us the goods. I'll say
To
that.
stand it with the technology that we have.
Because it takes up so much oxygen.
It takes up so much oxygen.
Yeah.
And now it's just like every day they're just
Like
trying
they're
to
still
take.
talking about it.
It's not just talking about it. Not like, yo, this song I like this.
Yeah.
No, it's like trying to tear down the people's life.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like trying to, wreck this guy's marriage or this guy's relationship with his child. And it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know if it's worth it at this point.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's interesting.
Again, I love the idea that we got so much music in such a short period of time.
Great music.
Just everything around it was just like, man, it's like taking us a couple steps back.
Yeah.
And we just grown so much that I don't know if, I guess I'm gonna say it, I don't know if battling needs to be part of the culture anymore.
Interesting.
I hate that I have this point of view. I do, because I know what it sounds like. I know what it feels like. I hate it. It's just how I feel about
Well,
it.
it even kind of extended to you, right? Because people made it a personal thing that you chose Kendrick for the Super Bowl. It's like, oh man, he's choosing the side and he's and he's not.
Like I don't have, what do I have to do with that? I chose the guy that was having a monster year. I think it was the right choice.
Word.
It wasn't in some sort of alliance to a battle. I don't.
Yeah.
What I care about them two guys battling, like, what's that got to do with me?
Word.
Have at it. Have fun. It's almost like, not just me, by the way. They drag everybody in it. Like, everyone's part of this conspiracy to undermine Drake, I guess. But, like, what the fuck? Like, what? I'm fucking Jay-Z. or due respect to him. I'm fucking Hov. Do respectfully.
Word.
Like, for what? To what end?
Yeah.
It couldn't be that these guys just don't like each other.
Yeah.
And I think they haven't liked each other for a long time.
Before you had anything to do with it.
For a while.
Yeah.
I think this has been brewing, just like me and Nas was brewing.
Yeah.
It didn't happen at the Summer Jam. that happened. The Lexington TV sets, the minimum, whatever. It was a whole bunch of stuff leading up to that point.
Mint Fleek, what is the Mint Fleek slugs in your hat, right?
It was slugs in your hand. It
Yeah.
was a bunch of like little things that led up to that point. And then when it happened, I actually regret that because I really like Nas. He's a really nice guy.
But also to your point, like I remember I was like 10 or 11 when that happened. I
You
was
had to
like,
pick a side.
well, I was on your side,
Yeah, I got clearly.
but my position was I can't go out and buy Stillmatic or ask my parents to buy Stillmatic,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna borrow it and burn it because
Yeah.
I can't deny one mic, you know?
Like I want to hear it.
Yeah.
But I ain't supporting them.
Or
Yeah.
So okay, so this basically confirmed everything I was saying. Like he basically, bro got a fan up there. Like I ain't gonna lie, that's why this interview is kind of hard to listen to. He got a fan there. It's not really like an interview.
so it's almost kind of like fostering the same independence that you carry versus like
Right back to the
just
beginning.
being like you're signed to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're gonna curate your career in this sort of way.
Yeah.
You know. I never was comfortable with that anyway.
With being
An
in
artist's
charge.
expression should be their expression.
Mhm.
I really fall back. That's what I think what happened with Cole. Like just the narrative around Cole is that we didn't love Cole. No, we believed in him enough to let him find his journey.
Yeah.
And he found his path. It took him a minute,
Yeah, yeah.
but he found his way.
Was that something that you had to learn yourself though too? Because
Yeah.
Cole will tell the story about how like you wanted to sit him with Stargate and maybe think about that single.
Yeah, I was giving him a chance to take his talent and show it to the most people possible,
Yeah.
but his way. You know, I didn't force on it. It's like, here's this record from Stargate, and you putting it out. Like I forced Bleak to make Men Bleak. It's like, no.
I mean, I think that worked.
Bleak, my little brother. He has to listen to me. You know what I mean?
Word.
But like for J. Cole, he has to find his own direction. And I'm going to give him the tools.
Yeah.
I mean, we made big records with Stargate. They made humongous records on Rihanna and blah, blah, blah. And even, I think they made the Wiz Khalifa Black and Yellow.
Yep. Yeah.
Biggest songs in the world.
Yeah.
You don't want to go sit with fine.
All right.
You know, so I'm going to present that, but I'm not going to make them do it.
Yeah. What is your relationship with Cole like these days?
Obviously, there's things behind the scenes.
A good reason to do all this. Man, Jay-Z's 70. Got one more finesse in him. One more. This is going to be the play of all plays. I don't know what it is yet. And there's a possibility if this rollout doesn't completely erase from people's minds all of this bad press he's gotten, that they will just say, yo, Jay, you'll be a part of it, but you got to do it like the NFL halftime show. You're behind it, but you're not the face of it. You see, when the NFL halftime show get announced, Jay don't got to get on stage and explain why. He don't got to put out stage. He can just chill back. But he controls it. It's going to happen. Watch. Watch.
You know, like you know, artists and shit like that gets complicated.
Yeah.
But I think you given a chance to prove that you're above board is an opportunity.
Word.
So I don't have any negative feelings for him. I'm actually super proud of him and what he's done.
It sounds like you're still, like, when you came in, we were talking about the mixtape, like you're still engaging with the work as a fan, too.
Yeah, Clue sent it to me actually.
Oh, word?
Clue, not Cole.
Yeah?
He sent it to me because he's proud, right?
Yeah.
Think about Clue, like he have like a resurgence behind it.
Yeah. I want to go back to this idea we were talking about just doing things the right way, even when that comes to, like, attaining wealth and continuing to amass wealth. We're talking about B-sides. One of your illest lines to me is face to the ceiling, race to a billion, heaven on earth, will his wings still fit him? So,
Yeah.
like, what's the answer to that question? Is it a constant struggle to maintain?
Your morality defines who you are, right? It's not what you've attained. It's not a dollar amount that changes you.
Yeah.
And if so, what is that dollar amount? When does it start? Is it 100,000? Is it 150? Like at what point, if it's a cutoff, if it's like all millionaires are bad,
Yeah.
Okay, so at 999,000, I'm good. It can't be that way, right? It doesn't
Word.
make any sense. The system is set up against me, against us. But I'm talking about my specific struggle.
Yeah.
Everything was against me. My talent, not taking advantage of people, not taking advantage of a system, not creating tax loopholes, not just taking from other people. No, my talent pushed against all the headwind. And with that success, I've done things with my reach that I wanted to do that was helpful for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And with the system that we have, what are you going to do? Because I don't believe in that the idea that someone has a certain amount of money it defines their personality.
So when you have like an example like that versus like the kind of, I would say, commonplace public perception that someone would say all billionaires are bad or no one should have $1 billion. Like,
Yeah.
what's the tension in that?
I got to give you the honest answer.
Please.
There's no tension.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck what you say.
There you go. That's his answer. So he, again, it's weird because it's like on one hand, I see where they sprinkle the bits of the interview about the real stuff. There's no need to. I'm not even going to make up something or just take a few little words and then just negate the entire point. But this is a clear example of him just maybe missing the plot and this is no offense, but this is not a real interview because this is a fan. I'm gonna be honest. Real conversation between like critical minds. I can see through most of this. I'm gonna be frank with you, and may you actually stand on your word and like. I don't even know how it's possible to have the public perception of you change, but let's see what happens, Mr.
You
Billionaire.
can believe what you want to believe.
Word.
You know, and people behave the way they want to behave.
You was who you was before you got here.
You was who you was before you got here. That's
Yeah.
the makeup of your person. You're going to believe what you're going to believe, and you're going to behave the way you behave.
You're looking at a year that you defined to me as all offense. And, you know, you said that you made scratches and they sounded kind of like fiery and maybe not anything you wanted to put out. So it made me wonder, like, what are the hallmarks of a great Jay-Z album right now? Like, what are you trying to put out there that you would want to put out there?
I don't know yet. I don't know. But I know that we have enough negativity currently. I know that for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know what I need to create currently that's gonna like fulfill me.
Okay.
And make me happy, because that's most important.
Yeah.
Right. And whatever that feeling is, you know, will vibrate and like, you know, touch people in a way with its honesty. And maybe I'm overthinking it. Maybe I'm stopping myself from just creating, trying to create something that people like.
Yeah.
Is where I think a lot of artists get jammed up.
Right.
You know,
overthinking it?
Yeah, they just try to make,
or reverse engineer it. Yeah.
Yeah, or like, you know, they love the feeling of that white hot feeling of when they was you know, it felt new.
Yeah.
And that newness, trying to create that, is where they get jammed up, because you don't know slang and you don't thing. And it's sad. It's like it's cringy. Like, nah, don't do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Make your type of music.
Word.
Because you ain't doing what you saying you're doing. I'm not doing the same thing I was doing in '96.
Yeah.
So you need to make that any type of music that approaches that would be embarrassing, because it's not authentic. You just gotta make something timeless that I really love and that's really honest and true to who I am.
Did this interview answer any questions? No. Did this change my perception? No. It's good to hear updates from the young man. Taking the dinner with him over 500K argument. Yeah, take the 500K. Is he helping his community, our community, the youth in general? Is he a good or bad person with a lot of resources and wealth? No, I'm gonna be honest, nothing in this interview changed my perception. It's always been like meh, but yeah, this seems like damage control, truthfully speaking. But that, hey, how are you, man? I just followed you. I'm your first follower. Can you read chats? Absolutely, I can read chats. Thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. Appreciate that very much.